Joining me now from Houston is Leroy Chiao, former NASA astronaut and International Space Station commander. Dr. Chiao, thanks for coming back here on Newsy. So, a helicopter flying in space, it is undeniably cool. What is the significance?
Well, this is obviously a first. We've never had a flying vehicle that depends on an atmosphere ever performed before anywhere except within Earth's atmosphere. So the fact that this has happened is definitely a first. And it's remarkable because Mars's atmosphere is so much thinner than the Earth's. That is, Mars's atmospheric pressure at the surface is 6/1000ths that of the Earth, which is the same as the density. So that's what we're dealing with here. Pretty incredible. We can get a flying machine that depends on aerodynamics to actually work in that environment.
Would they have to completely re-engineer how a helicopter works to do that? I mean, just for a layperson, what does that mean?
Well, they definitely have to optimize it. I mean, the fundamental principles are the same. You're using rotors, which have airfoils on them. You're using the same principles of lift, but you're dealing with a much more harsh environment in that, the density of the atmosphere is so much lower. Those rotors have to work harder. You have to minimize the weight of that vehicle. It only weighs about 3 pounds, and the rotors are only about 4 feet in diameter. And so, you've got to spin them at such a speed that they don't go supersonic. The tips, you don't want them to go supersonic for efficiency reasons, also for structural reasons. Also, I should mention the temperature is quite different on Mars. It's quite a bit lower temperature in general than here on the Earth, which helps because that makes the atmosphere a little bit more dense, but it's still so much less dense than the Earth's. But pretty amazing they were actually able to get this thing to go. To give you an idea of the challenges, the flight today was only about 10 feet in the air, and it's only designed to go about 18 feet in the air and, not much farther, about maybe 300 meters down range, which is close to 1,000 feet. And so that shows you this solar-powered helicopter, just how amazing that it did fly, and it did fly so well.
What can a helicopter that can only maybe go 18 feet in the air and 300 feet away from the rover do that a robot rolling around with an arm picking stuff up can't do?
Yeah, well, these are baby steps. I mean, this is a first, and it was a kind of a proof of concept to prove that it could be done. Basically, that was the goal of the Ingenuity helicopter, is to show that you could actually design and build a vehicle that would fly, set back some nice shots, some video, and you can expect the people at NASA and other places to build on this experience to build more capable aircraft in the future.
It is no secret that NASA has had to scrap for its budget for decades, really, and say, here's why we need to be doing this. Can you just remind us, why do we need to be doing this?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, there are many reasons to have a spaceflight program. First and foremost, I think, is national prestige. You're demonstrating to the world that you are a technically capable country, you have resources, you have abilities, but it also serves as an inspiration to the next generation, the young people that were coming up. I was inspired by the Apollo 11 moon landing when I was an 8-year-old kid to go into this business. Hopefully the Space Shuttle and International Space Station have inspired other generations, but eventually we want to send people to Mars, hopefully sustainably, so we can get some good research work out of that environment.
Next time it's not Matt Damon, next time it's a real NASA astronaut, maybe?
I hope so, yes.
Very cool. Former NASA astronaut and ISS commander, Dr. Leroy Chiao, thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you.